Welcome back, everybody, to Lostbelt 2, Gouda. We are looking to finish it up today. When last we left off, Seethe had been released. Turns out the big old fire giant was sharing a body with Siegert. And now that he's been released and he's stomping around, we're gonna aim to, keep him from stomping around in the wrong place. So, let us continue with Section 15, bringing Twilight here once again, end.
I can't fail Lord Kirshtaria. He trusted me with this. I can't let him down. This time, I will not fail to live up to his wishes. I refuse to disappoint him, so I won't, no matter what it takes. And so, even if today is Sunday, I will endure it. I know I can. I don't care if I even smell my own flesh beginning to burn and char. I know I can stay my old, reticent self, never setting one step forward.
At Muspelheim, in what used to be the northern Sweden in the Scandinavian peninsula.
There. I have connected myself to the Tree of Emptiness. I could get used to this. Look, Ophelia. Look at what I have become. Look at the ice that resides beside my flame. At last, I have regained Fenrir's authority.
He was right. Something was different. Seethe changed from a being of pure fire to one of fire and ice. When I asked him how the fiery king of giants could possibly hold authority over ice, he told me he had long ago swallowed it. First, the beast of Ragnarok consumed the true sun, removing it from Scandinavia's reality. And then the giant of Ragnarok ate the beast. That's absurd. It's not even remotely realistic. But in this Lostbelt, that is the reality. The giant of ice and fire smiles. He's pleased to have regained the power he lost. I can see wings growing from his back. Looking past the various possibilities, I see invisible dragon wings. Does this mean he's starting to manifest Fafnir? Once he gains perfect form, he will no doubt complete his transformation into a winged ice and fire giant. A hybrid of giant and dragon. I could see that making some sense. And then there was the flaming sword, as the embodiment of several kinds of raging authority. Once he slaughtered the gods and his kin alike.
Now is the time. The true twilight of the gods, Gouda, will soon be upon us.
As he spoke his words of flame, countless masses began to writhe around at his feet. They reminded me of children grasping for their mother, of maggots searching for light. They were seeds, a vast number of seeds. Yes, as if things weren't bad enough. He absorbed the Tree of Emptiness right before my eyes. He severed the tree's connection to Skahaskadi. Slowly, he sank his teeth into it, and then, in an instant, he slurped it all down, root and stem. Using the Tree of Emptiness's power, he forced a spirit origin ascension upon himself and took back his past authority. It should have been impossible, yet somehow he managed it. Was it the paper moon and its ability to let one interact with void space? Is that how he was able to pile impossibility atop impossibility and consume the Tree of Emptiness? It shouldn't be possible, and yet there it is, plain as day. I tried giving orders, but to no avail. The tree simply shed my control, and the Queen's, of its own accord. You've connected yourself to the Tree of Emptiness. No, you can't even call this a connection anymore. You preyed upon it.
It welcomed me. Though I am sure the tree lacks a will of its own. What it did possess was the same heat that lies in all life. Yes, there was a fire deep in the heart of the Tree of Emptiness as well.
Deep in the heart.
It told me it did not want to be cut down. That it wanted to live. That it would not die. That it would not forgive. Or so it kept screaming. Life is nothing if not greedy. Now, I shall burn everything. Starting with all life in this world.
Yes, let's do it. Words alone are meaningless, and I no longer fulfill my responsibilities. This Lostbelt is done for. There's no turning back. My thoughts are a jumbled mess. It hurts to think. Something deep in my heart is holding me tight. It wears on me. I can feel it grinding, cracking. What was I thinking? Yes, we'll make a land fit for a god. A new holy land built on an earth that's been wiped perfectly clean. If nothing else, I'll never make trouble for him.
Ophelia out here simping for Surtur. Arrow 2, Section 15. Time to fight more jobber enemies. Ophelia's a dork, this is true. Hey, you know what? Let's bring Passion Lip. We'll bring the alter ego sisters. I'm about to really kick it into gear here. If you're not a heroic spirit, make sure you're strapped in good and tight or you're liable to bite your tongue off.
Roar! We're bouncing all over the place. I know this isn't exactly the time to be obeying traffic laws, but you will not flip us over, Picata.
It's not Picata, it's Moonier. And I'm just getting the hang of the control stick, damn it. Hey, where'd Holmes run off to anyway?
He said he had talked too much and went back to the recovery pod. Mr. Great Detective pretty much just woke up to assess the situation and negotiate a bit. What an astonishing man, to think he remained so calm and collected even despite his many injuries. I take it this recovery pod is off that way. I shall grace him with one of my healing runes. Freya, or Linda, come with me. How many times do I have to tell you? My name is Ilya. But fine, I'll go with you. Understood.
Man, can imagine getting nursed back to health by an actual goddess. But that doesn't excuse Holmes' sheer recklessness. Not that he's the only one here guilty of that.
Well, there's only so much a man of his meager abilities can do. Not everyone can be blessed with an abundance of talent like myself, after all. And let me be clear about one thing. I am not like the rest of you. I have no craving whatsoever for adventure. A good commander-in-chief always assesses the situation calmly, deploys the right people to the right places, and ensures his organization runs as smoothly as...
Oh, I told you to be careful so you don't bite your tongue. How are things going over with you, Gouda? How you doing, Napoleon?
Is that you, Gouda? Me? Ah, what else? I'm still blasting away everything that follows us. If you can imagine, they're not letting up.
The number of giants hasn't changed from earlier, but we're seeing more and more seeds. In addition to the flying types, there are also some running around along the ground and trying to attach themselves to the border. I hate to keep bugging you all while you're up there fighting, but this seems pretty important. You know the massive magical energy signature we saw up in the northern part of Old Sweden? Well, I'm pretty sure that that's Seethe, and he's heading south fast. You know what this means?
He's coming to fight us?
No, he doesn't consider us a challenge worthy of meriting that approach.
That means that he must be heading towards something else. Something that doesn't exist in Muspelheim. For example, something that exists atop the old Lake Vanern.
The settlement!
Bingo! That's exactly where Seethe's route will take him. He's currently heading due south toward Lake Vanern, where the village is.
I guess that means he got himself connected to the tree then. Damn, now we've got to reverse our course. Still, we can't just sit around complaining. If it gets us closer to him, well, so much the better. After all, I was really hoping to avoid a situation where I'd have to try sniping at extreme range with my cannon because we couldn't catch him. So in that respect, this has worked out nicely.
I wish I knew why he was headed there, though. That flaming sword of his is absurdly powerful. He could use it anywhere and it'd still be just as destructive. So why go so far out of his way for one village? Does he just want to make sure that we watch it burn?
I doubt he'd bother doing something like that. I think Siegert is right. It doesn't seem like he cares much about gods or heroic spirits. I do have a thought about what he might be up to, but that's not important. All that matters is that this is a stroke of luck for my grand army. It's about time I got serious anyway. Ho ho ho! Haha, thank you for cheering me on, doggo. To be fair, it's not really like I've been holding back. But at this point, it's looking clear that I need to get really, really serious. Plus, I've still got my trump card. Not that I'd ever play that in the opening act before things really get going, of course.
More seeds and giants are bearing down on us. There appear to be several of them attempting to stick to the border.
There you go. How do you want to handle this, Private?
Let's push our way through.
D'accordo. Alright, gods and humans of the Grand Army, get ready. We're going to punch our way through these things without slowing down.
Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. I said beep, beep, I'm a sheep. More ice creams. Look at these delicious ice creams. Why can't we just summon Bunyan and then have her eat the ice cream?
キリキ様は外しません。アンドゥ。
Hey, those were my critical stars. You can't have them. Rude.
いきます。キリキ様。外しません。アンドゥ。トランプ。
But you can't have Passionlip hug you. You'll get trapped in Breast Valley forever.
触らないでください。はい。キリキ様は外しません。楽しみましょう。見切れるかしら。
You'll be compacted down into a teeny tiny little data cube.
ギューッとしてあげます。あら、怖い怖い。怖くても我慢できるから。 貫いてあげる。私の告白聞いてください。私まだわからないけど、この気持ちにちゃんと向き合うって決めたから。言って、ブルーヒルでロマンシア。身も心も生きていた痕跡さえも溶かしてあげる。行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ。サラスバティメルトアウト。トランプ。バカな人たち、キューブにして捨ててあげます。
Enemies successfully trash compacted and melted. Quick, head back to Village 23. For more story time.
The Lostbelt is starting to fall apart. Its snow is melting, its mountains crumbling, its seas evaporating. Even though he can't possibly be as tall as a mountain, every step he takes shatters peaks of ice and snow. Perhaps it's the after effects of the maggots, the concepts of destruction squirming around his feet. But each time he advances, something shatters. With each step he takes, something burns.
Humans. Gods. Seas, mountains, rivers, sky, beasts, insects, flowers, plants. None of them should exist. I will turn them all to ash!
He slowly raised his sword in his right hand. The sword of the end time. The sword that will bring about Ragnarok.
It may be amusing if I were to finish what this king of demon gods began. Then again, as long as you are with me, perhaps your serious light could accomplish the same.
Was that supposed to be a joke, Seethe? You are destruction itself. You don't need me.
You are wrong. I do need you.
It doesn't matter. I'll never use my serious light to help you. That's the one thing I will not give you.
Surely you have a man you love. Surely you have friends you are bonded with. But there is nothing you can do. Not even a holy grail could grant your wish. Love, bonds, none of those will ever be had in this world. So burn it. Join me. Help me burn it all.
Yes. Yes, you may be right. My wish will never come true. My feelings will never be reciprocated. In which case, I'll throw myself, my eye, my soul, into the fires, and I can't. Something deep in my heart is gripping me so tight it hurts. It hurts, it hurts! I can feel my heart grinding, cracking, shattering. If I give in to this pain, I'll end up just nodding in mindless agreement again. Then something will surely shatter and disappear. It hurts. It grinds. It cracks. Wait a second. This is a curse. These aren't just words. This is an evil dragon's curse meant to restrain the target's soul and mind. This sensation, I recognize it. Seethe, what did you do to me? All this time, have you...
You've certainly fought tooth and nail. But it's too late. By now, at least half of your soul is melded with me. Ophelia. Come, watch this planet's end with me.
I'm cracking. I'm shattering. It was over all too quickly. In a flash, his flames billow up inside me. Something deep within me burns to cinders as my heart is engulfed in flames. Yes. That's a good idea. I will feed this world, this lost belt, to the flames.
Ophelia.
The time has come. The tip of his flaming sword pierces the sky. Our destination is now in sight. Lake Vänern, located in the southern part of Old Sweden, near the border between the domains of ice and fire. There are several villages and animal habitats located in this area. It's rich in life, at least by this world's standards. I see. He wants to show me the glint of his fire as it reduces all life to ash. I can see it. I can't help but see it. The village built atop one of the thin remaining ley lines here. As I watch, a sword comprised solely of magical energy, superheated to over 4 million degrees Celsius, descends towards the village in the blink of an eye, like a shooting star. I saw several possibilities, but my magical energy isn't nearly strong enough to pin any of them. Huh? Is that the sun? No, it's too bright. What is that? It's beautiful.
Lob ter läggen! Yeah!
Heracles! He will never lose to anyone because he's the strongest.
Berserker! That's it! Take it all on, magical energy and all! Thank you, Berserker! Damn. The recoil's pretty intense. I can't hold it for long. I'm not even going to get a chance to take credit for swooping in just in the nick of time. Keep the backup coming, stepmother. Or Linda. Understood. Activating White Swan Mystic Code, lending assistance to shadow derived from heroic spirit of humanity. I shall manifest multiple divine iron shields at once. Seethe may have shattered them all before, but it should still be better than nothing.
Using primordial runes to simultaneously summon a large number of divine iron shields, eh? I see Skaha Skadi's magecraft is truly awesome indeed. Unfortunately, she is correct. These numbers paint a merciless picture. We're not likely to last more than a few minutes, or perhaps even a few seconds. If our resistance fails, all of Scandinavia would fail. Siegert! Brynhilde! I'm already using my runes as well, but they're only doing so much.
We're doing our best to defend and reinforce the heroic shadow and the cluster of shields, but I am afraid...
We do not have anything that can turn the tide in our favor.
Mash, Gouda, I'm afraid we need a stout defense now more than ever. I know this is a lot to ask, and I wish I didn't have to ask it, but right now you two are our only hope. I'll go. This is what my shield was made for. In fact, I was just thinking about how I was going to step in now that Ilya's spell beat me to the punch. Setting Orthonaut's output to maximum. Auto maintenance functionality operational. Initiating Amalgam Goad's emergency expansion. Anti-flash defense ready. Syncing with the border's instruments now. This is something my shield and I are meant to stop. Your orders, Master.
Nod.
Q! But wait! Stop, demi-servant girl! You must not have seen these absurd numbers. Get it together, technical advisor. Why didn't you tell her all she'll be doing is endangering her life? All she could do by diving in there is give our chances a minuscule boost.
That's true. The odds are majorly stacked against us. Putting everything we have into a strategy with the lowest chance of success is downright insane. It was true of our battles in the Singularities, and it's true of our battles in the Lostbelt. Each and every time, we've given those two the same order. Make it back alive. That's what it means to take on the entire world, in Russia as well as Scandinavia. I have no doubts that we will face the same challenges in other Lostbelts as well. Besides, they do have a chance. They've miraculously defended against large-scale attacks several times before.
I'm not talking about their past accomplishments. All I'm saying is there's nothing they can do now.
With all due respect, Mr. Gordoff, their odds of victory are not zero. Are we not in a position where our best course of action is to take our chances?
I could punch you. I won't, since I know it wouldn't do a thing, but damned if it isn't tempting.
Mash, I'll back you up. Let's do this.
Yes, Master. Heading out. We won't turn back. We can't turn back. We have a responsibility to fulfill.
Sheesh, I mean, I get why you're feeling desperate, but still. Responsibility, huh? Yes, I guess you do have a point. Anyone who moves forward through the sacrifices of others must carry the responsibility for those who they left behind. Believe me, I know. And you two call that responsibility, hmm? Yes, alright, I see. If you have decided you want to go out there and fulfill that responsibility, that's fine. I won't stop you. But Aren't you forgetting someone? Say, Supreme Commander of the Grand Army? How is that even possible? I am not exactly a wallflower, you know. Napoleon? Yeah, that's right. Napoleon! I'm right here! I turn to see a man standing tall. The beyond enormous cannon he holds in his arms is aimed skyward. His smile is even more dazzling than the rays of destruction bearing down upon us. There, this good fellow stands, wreathed in flame, looming as large as any giant. Impossible? Is that what you say? It was, wasn't it? Ooh la la, that's the sort of talk that really gets me fired up. Private, Mash, Little Mademoiselle, Old Man, here is a bit of trivia for you. When people talk about something being impossible, what they are really talking about, what they are really wishing for, is hope. What if only, that sort of thing. I don't know what Napoleon Bonaparte was like when he was alive. I'm pretty sure I've got more than a few centimeters on him, for one thing. At the height of his glory, people thought maybe Emperor Napoleon could win this fight. And so that is what they wished for. When his glory began to fade, people thought maybe we'd be happier without Emperor Napoleon around. So they wished for that too. Know what happened as a result? I made both wishes come true. How do you like them apples? I granted the people's wish for me to win, and I granted the people's wish for me to fail. That is what it all came down to. That is who I am. The hero I am. The heroic spirit Napoleon, that humanity inscribed, is a man who makes wishes happen. Victory cannon line of fire, all set. Angle and height all set. Victory shell, locked and loaded. I'll admit, things are looking grim. We're all out of options. But that is nothing new, right? Especially not here. Here, it's been that way for a long, long time. This Lost Belt never had any future. Nothing in the way of hope. Nobody can wish for anything here. Not humans, not gods, not even giants. They don't dream about tomorrow. They do not wish for anything from their future. In which case, somebody's gotta show them what it means to hope, to wish. No, scratch that. Not somebody. It's gotta be me! The fiery good fellow assumes his gunnery stance and smiles. This man who proudly calls himself a hero, and certainly lives up to the title, does not hesitate. He points his cannon right between the Giant King's eyes, and shouts, "That's why the time has come to fire my victory rainbow! This is my final trump card. Try this on for size, you monster! Arc de Triomphe de la Trois!" Good timing, Raiders. Just during shout time. Thanks for the raid, Finno. How did your Mario Party end up? Loading. Oh, login bonus, that's why. Yay, free sync coins. Finno lost? Damn. Wait a second. This is the section I was just on. Hold on. Let me go right back to where it was, just to be sure we don't miss anything. Didn't know I voice acted? Now you have to subscribe. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I do this for every single mainline quest stuff for Fake Go. Because it's a lot of fun. I have a really good time doing it. All right, show me your big gay rainbow pulse, Napoleon. Show me your manhood. I can hear some spy on your Napoleon. Look, if I sound somewhat like Spy from TF2, then that's good. I think I'm doing good. Alright, so yeah, that was the end. I just wanted to be sure, because I've had it before where it didn't stop at the right place. Anyway. Oh, shit! Smacked right in the socked right in the face. Perfect.
Yeah! Human heroic spirit. You would block my sword?
I'm sorry about this, Private. The thing about trump cards is, they take everything you've got, and then some. Under the right conditions, you can pull off something incredible. But since it comes at the cost of your spirit origin and core, you cannot do it twice. This is just one more possibility in action. At times, an unremarkable artilleryman from relatively modern times can stand beside a great hero of myth. Yes, that's right. This is as far as I go. The rest is up to you. Keep moving. That's right. Move, 1 foot in front of the other. It is okay to hesitate. It's okay to be afraid. But don't stop. Right, left, forward, hell, even backward. Keep going wherever your mind takes you. But don't ever stop. Don't ever retreat. Don't ever go back. Keep moving as long as you still draw breath. Wherever the living go, that is where humanity goes. You're never completely out of possibilities. There's always something you can do. You destroyed the bands of light that threatened to incinerate the whole world, right? No reason we can't stop a sword threatening to do the same to this one. That's who we are. That is our history. Make something happen when all seems lost is what it is to be human. That said, being human also means you will see a great many atrocities along the way. Seeing all that crap and still smiling like a damn fool is the best part of being a foot soldier.
Everyone salute Napoleon.
That rainbow. It came all the way here. Then it popped and disappeared.
Haha. So what did you think? Like something out of a fireworks show, no? Did you enjoy it? Ah, right. You're being eaten alive, huh? I guess I had better hurry then. I've just about disappeared myself. Least I managed to get in one good speech before. Uh-oh. I'm not going to last much longer. Now I've really got to hurry. You ever forged a telepathic connection before? Not easy, I must say. Good thing I've still got my Imperial privilege. You looked right at home in that castle. But Seethe's shoulder, that just does not suit you. But that's okay. You weren't able to move on, were you? But hey, of course you couldn't follow everyone else's lead. That's the whole reason I came here.
The whole reason?
I heard a voice. Your voice. You wished for someone to save you. Isn't that right, Ophelia? I know you think that guy you love is perfect, but he's got at least one major flaw. He led you down the wrong path. He wasn't the right one to save you. Me? I've always had a big soft spot for damsels in distress, but you were one of a kind. You were so incredibly straight-laced, socially awkward, and diligent to a fault. Ooh la la, talk about a woman worth landing. So that's why I really did end up falling for you. I wanted to see you smile. Of course, that's probably not going to happen now that I'm about to fade away and all. But hey, you can't blame a guy for trying. I might be a heroic spirit who's sworn to protect humanity, but I still wanted to grant your wish. I know you kept turning me down, but at least I can take that curse with me when I go. I am all about making wishes come true, after all.
Make wishes come true. Even as my brain swims with fog, I keep turning those words over in my mind. Napoleon is a heroic spirit who makes wishes come true. Ah, I see. So he was trying to grant mine. Even though I was too scared to act, he heard me crying out for help deep down in my heart and responded.
You could have just come out and said something, you know. In that sense, my beloved Josephine could still teach you a thing or two. She was a real good woman, my Josephine. True to herself in every way you can imagine. I wish I could tell you more about her, but I'm afraid it looks like my time is up. Be proud, Ophelia. Hold your head high. You are beautiful just the way you are. So it doesn't matter how you do it. You could stand up, fall in any direction, and still be beautiful. So fall already! Get down from there! Sitting pretty on top of the world is all well and good, but don't forget to smell the roses on the ground sometimes. It's a lot nicer down here than you might think, mademoiselle.
Before I knew it, the fiery hand that had been gripping my soul had fallen apart. All of a sudden, my mind starts to work again. My consciousness, my sense of self all come back to me. He broke in. Somehow he forced his way into the bond meant for me and my heroic spirit. He didn't even think twice about it. I try reaching out to him through it. Once, twice, 3 times. He doesn't respond. We've lost the connection. Napoleon.
Where are you going? Ophelia.
You know, Saber, I have a dream of my own. Or rather, I did, though I didn't realize it until that nosy archer pointed it out. I may have helped wipe away proper human history, but that doesn't mean I want to turn the planet into ash. I hold my head high, as proudly as I can. And I fall. It could be forward, or it could be backward. I don't know and I don't care. My floating spell runs out and I plummet toward the ground. As I fall, I try taking as deep a breath as I possibly can. The stench is unbearable, like hydrogen sulfide, only worse. Napoleon, you liar.
No, you have to be on the ground to smell the roses, not halfway down the plunge next to a giant fire molten creature. Napoleon didn't lie. Alright, pip number 5, end of chapter 15.
Ophelia! I'm afraid that Napoleon just... I know. I saw him. And I heard him, too. He got me good. Right through my heart.
Oh.
Ophelia. It was a beautiful rainbow. I'm impressed. I never imagined he could show me such a possibility. Now I can see things that I've been trying to avoid, including what I'm supposed to do. Chaldeans in the Shadow Border. Heroic Spirits. MASH.
Gouda, hi.
I know. Of course I know. You're Gouda. I didn't forget. I just blanked for a moment.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I promise that I won't forget it again. You're our precious Kohai, after all. I know I have no right to ask this of you, but please, let me stand beside you, at least for now. Once that monster has reformed his head, he'll start moving again. Now that it's absorbed the Tree of Emptiness, its only goal is to cause as much destruction as possible. The Tree of Emptiness extends its roots throughout any planet it's planted on, spreading its Lostbelt's reality. So if we don't stop Seethe, he will cover the whole world in fire.
That would be horrible. Still, as far as we're concerned, you lot are mass murderers who betrayed the entire human race. You're terrorists who perpetrated the greatest act of destruction humanity has ever seen. Still, these are very, very extenuating circumstances.
This is an emergency of dire proportions, and as they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. These are the kinds of choices we have to make to come this far, Director. I don't believe there should be any issue with forming another temporary alliance. Just look at what happened with Russia.
Yeah, at this point, I'll grasp at whatever straws we can.
Oh, all right. But remember, this alliance is strictly temporary. Once this is over, we're taking you into custody. Don't even think about trying to resist.
I know. It's hard to believe you're from the clock tower. Yada yada. I suppose I am in no position to judge, but you certainly are soft for a commander. I pity your subordinates. Still, I like that. I shall love you as well. I do not, however, love your waistline. You should lose some weight. Oh, does that mean you're becoming my stepfather, mister?
What? I mean, I'm not opposed to getting married, but I haven't even thought about children or...
Is this really the time or the place for a heartwarming story of family finding each other?
Oh, Kyo! I know that. I was just kidding. Even I've been known to try and lighten the moon at times. And in their case, they just lost one of their comrades, even if he was only sort of familiar. Still, regardless of what he was, it's always difficult to say goodbye to someone who looks and acts human.
Thanks, Director.
I see. Well, if you're sure, then that's all right then.
Ophelia farms alone. Just to confirm, you did form a servant contract with Seethe, did you not?
That's right. It was a highly unusual case, but I do have a contract with him.
And what about your command spells?
I have already used all 3. Still, I think it should be possible to forcibly break the contract.
That would be a great help. If you could do that, it would render him just another servant without a master. Am I correct that he does not possess any special abilities, such as independent manifestation or independent action?
You are. And he's also used his flaming sword once. That's enough magical energy to release a noble phantasm's true name. Aha! And since he used that much magical energy...
So, he's waiting for the wound Napoleon inflicted on him to heal and preparing to make his next attack, Now I understand. That would certainly explain why there has been no second strike.
Then I shall engage and defeat him right away. Brunhilde!
Yes, Siegert. Let us go together. The Emperor of France's rainbow is still there, giving us strength.
Indeed. Now is our chance to end this.
Agreed.
Time for the final battle. King of Giants or not, I know we can win this if we work together.
Yes, Master. The Orthenhouse's output is stable. All systems are operational. I'm ready to fight.
Foe! Ophelia, what else can you tell us about Surtur?
Nothing. I'm afraid I don't know that much about him. So instead, I'll do whatever I can to help MASH, to help the heroic spirits fight. I'm going to sever my servant contract. The King of Giants may have tremendous magical energy, but that's true of every heroic spirit. Once he loses his source of magical energy, he won't be able to maintain his existence as efficiently. That should buy us some time until his second attack. Are you certain about this, Ophelia? I may have failed to notice Surtur hiding in your night, but now that I know, I understand what you're going through. No human can summon a king of giants. A human body is simply not capable of serving as an anchor to keep a void being tethered to reality. A heroic spirit can use a human to tether themselves, but a king of giants... I see. It's that eye of yours. Your mystic eye was made to serve as his anchor, was it not? Then, in order to completely break your contract with him... Ophelia!
Foe!
Hello, foe. I haven't seen you in a long time either. I always did want to try petting you. May I?
Foe.
Thank you. That's all I needed. And thanks to you too, MASH, for worrying about me. But it's all right. This is how it should be. I'm doing this because it's what I choose. If nothing else, I want to live up to his expectations. So I'll clean up my own mess. It's the least I can do for Lord Kishtaria, for accepting me as a cryptor. No, for sacrificing himself so that I could live, for insisting that mine was a life worth living. My mystic eye's true worth doesn't lie in seeing possibilities, or even narrowing them down. No, its true value is as a keystone. A spiritual keystone capable of keeping a divine spirit-class king of giants anchored to reality. Removing this eye will break my contract with Surtur. But mystic eyes are connected directly to the mind. They need to be removed carefully, or else... The surge of magical energy will end up destroying your brain! Ophelia!
Foe?
I see you are prepared to die if necessary. Right, Ophelia? Right. Ophelia! Disabling Mystic Eye and its magical circuit connection now. My Mystic Eye will lose its power, and its keystone functionality at the same time.
Please, Ophelia, stop, that's enough!
It's not over yet. Siegert, great hero of Scandinavia. Please, help me just this once. I need you to cut Surtur down. Right, Siegert, his contract with Ophelia is still in effect.
Understood, Master. Activating demonic sword.
Shine, shine, shine! Now is the time to shine brightest. Serious light!
Also, that was my Kaiba voice. That was the best Kaiba voice I can do, guys.
I'm sorry, but this is as good as I can do when it comes to telling you you have a third-rate deck.
Alright, Siegert, let's go kick some ass. Let's go murder a giant.
Draw your last pathetic flame, Surtur, so we can end this pathetic duel.
Alright, this is a for realsies fight, so let's go in guns a-blazing. For real? Yes, for real. Gonna play Hylix too? I don't know. Maybe. Alright. Let's get in there and go murder a god eater. Oh, see ya, peaceful guardian. Have a good night, dude. Section 16. Beyond the Gaze.
Go forth, valiant heroes. My runes shall give you invisible wings with which to fly. Take to the skies, defeat the great destroyer, and extinguish his flames. Each of my villages makes use of the Earth's ley lines in order to maintain a hospitable environment. There is little mana left in these lands thanks to Surtur's last assault, but what is there should still prove helpful. His choice to attack this land will be his undoing. I shall draw upon the ley line's power and use it to bless you with my protection. The world shall finally have its revenge for what he did during Ragnarok. So that's why you're on the ground too, huh? I can see the sense in that. But what were you thinking asking me to help with support magecraft? Runes don't come easy to the spirit origin, you know. Now, do not be like that, Freya. You should be honored by this chance to touch the primordial runes bestowed upon me by Odin himself. Oh, fine. Then I'll back you up with Louhi's magecraft. Just don't expect a miracle or anything. Mash, Gouda, Siegert, Brunhilde. I've got a good view of everyone from here in the border. So far, Surtur is yet to do much. Don't start attacking him until you're within at least 100 meters, got it? Speed is of the essence. You need to take out his spirit core before he has time to regenerate. Got it.
Understood.
Maintaining flight speed of 200 kilometers per hour. We should reach the target soon. So, how is Ophelia doing? Mesh Kitty A-Light, Ophelia gave me a message for you. She says she's sorry she can't be there fighting beside you, and that she's praying for your victory. That is all. Understood. Please tell her I hope we can talk again after the battle. I will. Thank you.
Mash, let's do this as quickly as we can.
Thank you, Master. I'm going to increase our speed. Please, hold on tight.
We've reached our destination. We're now approximately 100 meters away from Surtur.
How impudent. How annoying. Fragile fools of proper human history. Seeing you buzzing about like pests displeases me. Clearly, I must remind you of your place. Human, heroic spirit, you are all merely fuel for my fire.
Be wary, my love. Surtur is about to unleash his flames upon us.
I know. I'll simply have to meet him with the power of the true sun. Demonic sword released. Demonic sword complete. Surtur, you may have made yourself a home in my soul, but you were unable to properly wield Graham. Now, let me show you the true power of my Blue Eyes White Dragon. The fact that I remain under Odin's protection means that the god's love endures. Once I have cast this blade, you'll know why Bilverker means the one to bring about disaster. My ultimate technique is ready. Demonic Sword of the Sun, now is the time for you to wreak destruction. Bilverker Graham! Ooh!
Gah! Ophelia!
Dude, he literally hit him with a white lightning attack.
Surtur, you would destroy the world merely to satiate your tremendous greed? Then you are an evil dragon. You may not have wings, but you have become Fafnir nonetheless. You're the embodiment of greed and evil. And so my blade will strike you dead in a single blow. For I am a hero who made his mark on humanity by slaying a dragon.
Your demonic sword cannot hope to...
I just got a message from Ophelia. She says Surtur's connection to the Tree of Emptiness has been severed. What's more, we've got confirmation he dropped the paper moon when his head was destroyed.
Now is our chance to retrieve it. Hurry, we won't get another.
I trust you can hear me, proud warriors. Do not give Surtur time to regenerate. I expect we have no more than 2 minutes before he begins rebuilding his form at an alarming pace.
So, this regeneration occurs automatically in response to his spirit core being threatened. I see. Skahaskadi certainly does know him well. Very well, you heard Her Majesty. Hit him with everything you've got.
Got it.
It shall be done.
It's all up to you now, Miss Kyrie Light, Mr. Gouda.
Orthonaus, maximum output. Full functionality released. Readying bunker bolt for maximum output strikes. Master, Mash Kyrie Light is good to go.
As Napoleon would say, ooh la la! Don't hold anything back.
Ooh la la! Initiating combat!
It's time to beat down a big ol' flamer. You see, chat,
絶望の歌を奏で、そして灰となれ。
Surtur is basically Obelisk the Tormentor who's just gone on a rampage. That's why Seto Kaiba has to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon and prove that he is the true master of Obelisk. That's what happened. That's what this story is all about. In case you don't know.
いいとも。
遠慮はしませんとも。
何？サービスだとも。どう？
プリーズ。
おお、オフェリア。炎。
Owie.
我が炎の家にすぎ。
That didn't happen. Oh man, wow. That super didn't happen. Holy shit, he one-shot them. That's nice crit there, bro. Nice attack up into a crit for 13k. All right then. All right. Let's give that a second go, shall we? I know he's got a lot of extra damage to divine enemies. The big thing is that the crit was unfortunate and chunky. The crit was too chunky, even. Let's just do this, shall we? We'll just make sure we've got big defense up.
お任せ夢のように片付けよういいお望みのままに
遠慮はしませんとも
何サービスだともどうか
狙い撃ちです
オフェリアムスペルヘイム我が体
See, look how much nicer it is when he doesn't just suddenly crit the shit out of us. Isn't that lovely?
水面の兆し恵みとならん
王の話をするとしよう
Besides, Mikon, chat. We have to Mikon.
そこは壁もなく城もなく国すらない始まりの空魂のありかを見せようかガーデン・オブ・アバロン
豊足原に憂いなくか
死を灼熱を灼熱を
Owie.
払いたまえ清めたまえ
この辺りいじった方がいいんじ
We're
ゃない
just
か
gonna guarantee that we're good there. Alright, let's take a look at the little bit of damage.
楽しみです
Remember, to put out a fire, you need water. And lots of it.
スイミングの時間です水面に光るは勝利の剣エクスカリバービビアー
ピゴートキ
フリーズエクスシュート
It's time to drown this nerd.
オフェリア死を
君の道行きを信じようさあ行きなさい
Unfortunate. How many of those is it? Oh, 3 turns. I thought it was 3 applications. Oh well.
ええ行きますよマスターご所望で楽しみですスイミング
Swimming
あ
time.
まりにも華麗小柱と散れエクスカリバービビアーこの世にはびこる念の邪無みそぎ払うは我が静石私全開でご奉仕いたします水天日光ここに見参フリーズ
ムスペルヘイム我が体死を
Ow.
死を
Also ow.
水面の兆し恵みとならん
Man, these 3 turns of nullify buffs really suck. Really suck. A lot. In fact, it's at the point that I don't think I can do anything to prevent Tamamo from death because of the nullify buffs. Unfortunate. If I were to use Garden of Avalon here, it's really not going to help that much. Unfortunately, the Nullify buff is completely unremovable. It's just 3 turns of bullshit to deal with. Best thing I can hope for here is lowering his MP bar. And for him to just fuse skills for a turn or 2. Oh, well, I didn't expect to do enough to break him. Alright then. Bye, Tamamo. Bye, Tamamo. You helped me a lot, Tamamo. Salute. But hey, guess who isn't currently in a situation where she can't be buffed? Let's get in there. We replace one Tamamo with the same voice actress. Oh wow, that's quite the damage reduction there. Oh, so close. See, look, he didn't crit a single time this run. His crits are really uncommon, so for him to open with a crit, it was just ridiculous. Alright, Chiwasato, finish him. We took that nerd swimming. As I said before, who would win? Giant god eater end of all times monster? Or one 12-year-old little girl?
How? How? How could I? Ophelia! 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 Am I truly going to die by human hands? How can mere humans kill fire? Who dares attempt to extinguish my flames? It's you. You are the key, Master of Chaldea. Then, if I must fall, I shall take you with me. No!
You will not!
No, 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 no! You may have cut off my arm, but it's too late. I've already inscribed a death rune upon him.
Senpai!
Die, Master of Chaldea.
Command spell time. As a mystic from the Age of Gods, the Death Rune's effects are absolute. Death will come well before you can even draw upon your magical energy. Strength will immediately fade from your body. And then a fall. But you will not collide with the ground. No, your body will catch fire and burn to ash. By the time you reach the ground, there will be nothing left of you. Oh, it must be Surtur, my bad.
That mash girl will cry out your name, her shield falling from her grasp in shock, but you will already be gone. That white beast foe will yelp from his spot on the ground, and then it will all be over.
I'm sorry, but Death Rune ain't got nothing on our ultimate power. Harem Protagonist EX.
Master! Master! Master!
Yes. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Yes, life does have worth. The screams of one crying out in despair. That is life's one redeeming quality. Did you really think I would fall alone? If I must die, I'll bring all of humanity down with me. Ophelia.
No. No, you don't. You will not take anyone with you. What is it you see, Surtur?
What?
What a pleasant dream you appear to be having. I pity you, King of Giants. What's going on? As soon as Surtur pointed his fingers towards Master.
It was like he just froze in place.
Wait, I've seen this sort of thing before. Brunhilde must have used her reality distortion rune. Surtur is no longer strong enough to resist my runes. He must be having a lovely dream indeed. No doubt it was a dream of burning someone or something to cinders.
Brunhilde, it is time to end this.
Yes, my love.
Let's go.
This can't be how I die. I was going to destroy this entire world. Ophelia!
His death cries ring out. The fiery king of giants crumbles away under many watchful eyes. One set belongs to the shield-bearing girl, another to the boy with black hair. Yet another belongs to the dragon slayer with the demonic sword, another still to the eldest Valkyrie. There they watch in silence, floating 500 meters above the ground, the howling wind whipping around them. And then a few seconds later, the king of giants, along with his flaming sword, are gone. Not a trace remains.
I had lost all hope. I had tried rebelling against my fate. I failed to trigger the end time as I was meant to. Now all I could do was seethe, waiting for my world to be pruned away. And then one day, she found me.
I am me, A woman who was supposed to die in a world consumed by flame.
She saw me like no one else had.
Who are you?
Maybe it was no more than coincidence. Maybe she was frightened of my destructive flames.
Well, that's not how the legend goes. According to myth, your flames consumed the Norse Age of Gods, but it's followed by the Age of Humanity.
But that was the first time something unexpected had happened in my life. Something that wasn't part of my fate. It was a genuine surprise.
I see. You failed too.
Ophelia farms alone. Such a pitiful, foolish woman.
So your world is ending too.
The woman who taught me what it was to be surprised when I had no future. The woman who found me. The only one who ever spoke to me through my smoldering flames. I wish there was something I could do for you. But I'm nothing more than fire and destruction. So then how?
Then you and I have that in common.
How can I ever repay you?
It was nice to meet you, Fiery King of Giants. But now I guess this is goodbye. Poor Seethe. He just thought Ophelia was cute like everyone else. The time has come, my love.
Indeed. Our magical energy is all but spent. It seems this is as far as we go.
Siegert, Brunhilde, you're both burning.
Watch them until the very end.
We reached deep into Seethe's core during our attack. We knew doing so would burn us to ash. You need not concern yourselves with us. I'm sorry for dragging you into this, Brunhilde, my love.
Not at all, Siegert. I only did what I was always meant to do. I'm overjoyed. Never could I have imagined an opportunity to wield my spear at your side. I could not ask for anything more. It's like a dream come true. A dream I never dared to let myself even hope for.
I am ready to fall to your spear at any time. Should we ever meet again, do not hesitate to kill me. If that is how you express your love, then I shall survive and prove I love you all the same.
All right. Gouda, Mash. This is where I must say goodbye. Thank you for bringing me with you on this wonderful journey. If I should ever see you two again, I hope I will be able to help you once more.
The next time we meet, I hope I'll be able to be of help to you from the start.
Thanks, Siegert. I'm sure we'll see the both of you again someday.
It looks like you losers were first-rate opponents, with top-rate servants.
One-sama. We are returning to base. So, can I ask where Ophelia is?
She is in the infirmary. My technical advisor and this Lostbelt's queen are treating her as we speak.
Thank you. Serious Light. The most powerful ability given to the Cryptors. It is their trump card. But the cost of using it is their life. And there is nothing that can be done to avoid paying that price. It matters not how many salves or medicines are administered, or how effective a mystic code may be at healing. Not even the primordial runes can help. If one makes full, unadulterated use of their power, as Brunhilde did, it may be possible to gain a reprieve. But even that could buy her no more than a few minutes at best. Unfortunately, that means... Mash. I'm here, Ophelia. We destroyed Seethe. It was all thanks to you. You're amazing, Mash. You actually defeated that thing. I guess I can't blame Kadok for losing to you anymore. Neither of us ever had a chance. I wish I could see you grow even more. But I can't. I'm sorry, Mash. I can't betray Lord Kishtaria, and I don't want to. That's all. Hey, Mash, you know what? I may not compare to Brunhilde and her love for Siegert, but for me and Lord Kishtaria, I know. I admit that I'm not familiar with exactly what it is, but whenever you stare at him, I could sense it was with the same sort of romantic feelings I've seen and read so much about. It was. That's strange. I didn't think that was how I felt. I'm a mage through and through. Romance has never even crossed my mind. And I guess mages do fall in love too, and there's nothing wrong with that. At least, that's what I think. I see. Yes, you may be right. I guess you see a lot more than I ever did, Mash. You've grown up so beautifully. I'm so happy to see that. Seeing you trapped in Chaldea, looking out the window at that icy wasteland, it was like looking at myself. Though, of course, I doubt you're pleased by the comparison to me back when I lived in fear. I always wanted to be your friend. Please, keep going. Keep moving forward, Mash Kyrielite. Yes, I will, Ophelia. I promise we won't stop for anything. I'm sure we'll find a way to protect humanity, to survive, and to save the world. Yes, you all just might be able to do that. Though I have to admit, I have mixed feelings about that. Oh, right. If you happen to see Napoleon again, I doubt he'll still remember me. Tell him I said thank you. Tell him I may have refused to marry him, but the rainbow was beautiful. Please.
Well, this is a fine pickle. So you don't believe I'm sincere about my proposal, eh? You don't believe it was love at first sight? Alright then, how about this, Scripter? Before this Spirit Origins time is up, I'm going to give you the best present you'll ever get. Oh, I hope you like surprises, mon chéri.
No thank you, I'll pass. Besides, aren't you already married?
Bible thump for Ophelia.